Any changes to the lineup on Thursday?
No.
Same goalie?
Oh, nice. Yes, there was a change to the lineup. Ritter's playing. Yes. Good follow-up. You make a good lawyer.
Don't say that. That's not a
No,
compliment.
that's true.
We talked the other day in Minnesota about being unable to get that second opportunity to go in the back of the net. How important was it to get those back-to-back early goals in Chicago?
Yeah, very important. You know, we had less chances in that first period than we did the first time in Chicago. We didn't score at all. You see two go in, and, you know, once we get to two, usually we got a pretty good chance. So they pushed us back. We'd like to get to 3 or 4 earlier, but, you know, that just didn't happen. But the 2 are important. There's no question.
Jim, on a slightly different topic, if I may. The fire comment,
Mhm.
the way the guys passed around the player of the game. Did you have something like that when you were playing, and how important is that? Because it seems like it came at a time of the year when you guys needed a spark.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams do something similar. Usually, you know, you try to have something somewhat unique that the players can grab onto. They did that this year. They came up with the helmet, I think. But when things changed here and the fire started, we had some staff that have some personal relationships with some of the firefighters, and it came through them. And our guys certainly embraced that, and it made a lot more sense than the helmet at that point.
But that's something that you as a coach you can't go in there and say, hey guys, how about if we do a fire helmet? That has to kind of be organic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's a lot of respect going from our team, not only, you know, during the time of the fires, but at all times, you know, to fire off the first responders in any capacity. So, yeah, that was an easy one, I think, for them.
Coach, what is it with Carolina's game that makes them such a good team?
They skate and work. They're a team that is, you know, I've been asked before, when you do a pre-scout and you're watching the other team, they're as definable as any team in the league. The puck goes in, they bring it to the point, shoot it, crash the net, as often as they can. So there's not a lot of, everything's very direct. There's not a lot of, you know, what are they going to do? Are they going to pass it back? Are they going to go over here? No, it goes in and they go to the net. So everybody's on the same page. They worked.
What worked well for you guys in the first matchup this season?
Well, you know, we came into that one on a losing streak, and I think, you know, and against a good team in a hard building. So I think our guys, we had their attention. They wanted to change that, and we played one of our best games of the year, I thought, even though the score was pretty close. But if you look at some of the clips, we were just skating. You know, we matched their work ethic, we matched their speed through the neutral zone, and we'll have to do it again tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. They run together a little bit, for you guys too, I'm sure.
Any challenges with an earlier start like this, even though you have a day off?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. We've had a few of them already. I think we've been good. Yeah, no, I think everybody likes them. Get up and let's get after it.
What about the time change? You were in Central Time, so
Yeah.
this is going to be kind of like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, nothing we can do about it. So don't even think about it. Bring it up. No, let's just go. Yeah.
How would you assess the fourth line's play last game?
Yeah, it was good. You know, they've been really good as a group. They've established a forecheck and now some ozone time also. They're getting scoring chances. So yeah, really good. You know, Turk took 2 penalties. I didn't like that part of it for him, but as a threesome, they're playing some pretty good hockey.
Can't argue with success with the wins, but with Kuzmenco, your thoughts on his game since he's been here?
Yeah. I mean, he's one of those guys. We talk about plays. Sometimes you make plays and the puck goes in the net and you get an assist. And sometimes you make plays and for whatever reasons the puck doesn't go in the net and you don't get any assists. And you make a mistake sometimes by just looking at the stat sheet and going, you know, assists or not, good or bad. That's the wrong way, I think, in my world to evaluate it. So he's had plenty of opportunities himself, and he's made some good passes. He just doesn't have anything to show for it on the stat sheet. So, you know, he's just got to make sure he sticks with it. He's got to stick with it. He can't lose his confidence, and I think he's waning a little bit. We're trying to, let him know that we appreciate some of the things he's done, and he's just got to get on it. When he gets on it, you know, hopefully he gets on a run. Okay?
Thank you.
Line says 7-2,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that easy.
No. Like the goalie, I thought Rittich was really, really good. Did he get a star? Did Rittich get a star?
No.
He would have been one of my 3 for sure. That's just me. So yeah, he was a really important player, probably the most important player.
Offensively, it's not every day you see all 12 forwards collect at least a point. At that end of the ice, is that exactly how you draw it up, where everyone's contributing that way?
Well, we'd like to. I mean, I look at it as all 4 lines for sure. I just saw the stat that everybody got a point. I didn't even recognize that prior. But all 4 lines contributed for sure, and I thought it was really important for Kopi's line to get on the board like they did. And if there was one goal that I thought was the most important goal of the game, was Kuzi's goal at the end of the first.
Is that a tough coach's challenge to make when you're up by so
Yep.
much, but you also want to protect your
Right.
defender's potential shutout?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good point, and we thought about that. It's 6, take your medicine. It's 6-1, move forward, or give them a chance to get to 6-2. Can be risky. They were on us all night, so it wasn't like they weren't getting anything. So yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, that call for sure. But David had played so well, I thought we owed it to him anyways.
You talked in the past about this maybe not being the most high-powered offensive team. You get 7 tonight, but it's not just the number. The quality of goals tonight was really high end from this team. Is that just kind of showing where this team can get to offensively, kind of the potential for it?
Well, I hope so. I think. There were a couple scrambles that we found the back door, but I thought the impressive were the shots that beat the goalie from the outside again. We're talking about Morsey, scoring all those goals last year with that shot. Now it looks like, barring in, we're seeing that pretty often from him, and maybe he's just getting a little confidence with it. So Juice's was a great shot. Kuzmenco's was a great shot. So I think it was the quality of the shots more than the breakdowns necessarily from Carolina.
What can it do for Andrei moving forward, finally getting a couple points? He'd been playing well, but
Right.
he hadn't been rewarded.
Yeah.
What can it do for him going forward?
Well, I mean, we've been telling him that. He'd been, close, and it sounds good. The coach tells you, good job, you're close, don't worry about it. But it's sure a heck of a lot better to actually score one, get an assist and get actually on the board. So, hopefully it's a springboard for not only him, but I think that line. I think that line hadn't scored as much as they would like to. So they get all 3 in the first, right? They got all 3 in the first, so that was, I think, important for Kuzi, but the line just together.
Well, and you talked about that pregame, about getting him going and trying to bring him along and tell him, keep doing it. And then he does. Goes out. I mean, I don't know what you told him before the game.
Yeah, right. Same thing I told him before the games that he didn't score. So yeah, just stick with it. You know what I mean? We've been happy with him, so he's starting to put pressure on himself like anybody would. So we just have to make sure that he knows that we got his back.
On their power play goal, we talked in Minnesota about getting the pretty ones, but not the gritty ones. This one felt like a combination of both a great pass, but also a puck to the front, and then just skating in.
Yeah, and there was a few of those, so it felt a little bit like, and we've had nights where we just haven't scored much, as you know, and you guys were on me, hey, how come you can't score? And sometimes the goalies make saves, or you don't execute. Tonight was one of those nights where it seemed like we got a little bit of that luck, or a little bit of that randomness that we had been missing over, I think, a course of the season, on our side tonight. And you hope that it happens like that. We'll take a few more nights like that. I think we're still owed.
You mentioned the quality of the goal, of the shots tonight. Kempe's goal, we've kind of become accustomed to that play from him, just pick up the puck and score out of nowhere. Is he maybe nationally underrated as one of the most dangerous rush shooters in the league?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys asked me those questions. I don't know who would where people rate him. But if you look at his body of work, he's scored a lot of goals like that, and not only on his offside, but on his strong side too. So he can get it from both sides. If you let him get a release away, and there's a lot of times the guys get the stick on puck and it goes into the crowd. So you let him, he's got a chance. We know that. I would say anywhere 10 feet over the blue line with his wrister, he's got a chance.
With all skaters getting over double digits of ice time, you don't, I don't know how to say this, but how much more comfortable are you feeling kind of rolling these 4 lines and being able to play everybody at that high of a level?
Yeah, well, I think mostly it's Sammy's line. The other guys would tell you, if they were here, that they only played 16 minutes tonight, like they would like to play 19. But when that line's going as well as there's just going to be less minutes for those guys. Most nights, not every night. There'll be nights when we're chasing or from behind or something that those guys get poured out the door. But I think, as well as those guys are playing, that's just going to balance us out a little bit more and keep everybody kind of a little flatter until they're not, until I roll them out 23, Kevin, the other night. But No, it makes a difference. It does make a difference. That line is playing terrific.
But for a team that can't score goals, or isn't it most gifted offensive team, you have two guys who can get 20 on your shutdown line and more in full goal.
Yeah.
So that does talk a little bit about the depth of
Yeah,
scoring there,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, can't score. We've had difficulty scoring it for stretches, right? I think that's maybe a better way to put it. You look at some of the goals and you say, well, those guys can score goals. It's just a matter of feeling good. And we talked about those guys. Morsey hadn't felt good for most of the season. Clearly he's feeling it. I don't know. You guys would know the numbers. He's got 6 or 7 or 8 in the last 3 weeks maybe. I don't know. I mean, and big-time goals. So it's just coming together for him at the right time, and we'll take it.
You mentioned Sammy's line there, and we've talked about how good they've been since the deadline when Turcotte moved down there. But how nice is it to see them rewarded with goals in 2 straight games?
Yeah. I mean, we had said that they'd been physical. They played in the ozone, gave us good shifts, but they hadn't scored. And not unlike Kuzi, when the coach has a good job, and you're like, yeah, but ultimately we like to try to score a goal. That's the name of the game. So to see it 2 nights in a row, and again 2 really good goals, and Sammy had the great chance in Chicago the other night from the front of the net and missed. Had another one coming down the wing. So it's not like it's a one-off. They've been dangerous.
Sammy looks almost like a different player compared to when he was here.
Doesn't he?
So much more comfortable. What has been most impressive about his improvement? Where is maybe the area that you've noticed the biggest improvement in his game that's led to that improved play?
I don't know the answer to that. I talked to him actually about it before the game tonight because I've had the same evaluation. He just looks different, and I can't pinpoint it. He couldn't pinpoint it either, by the way. I asked him, do you feel it? What is it? And I think it's just a comfortability the second time up. You go down, you play again, and now you just know the league a little bit more, their teammates. I don't know, but he's really taken a step. It really is. I said, there were times when he first came up, played well, but there were times he looked maybe a little out of place. He just doesn't look out of place at all. He just looks like a 2 or 3 year veteran at this point.
You're going to watch the Vegas and Edmonton games now?
I didn't even know they're playing. Oh, they're not playing each other. They're playing. Yeah, we'll end up on the couch, probably have that on. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be their own movie with the wife.
Rooting for the other teams, maybe?
What's that?
Rooting for the other teams, Detroit and
I gave you that one. I'm not gonna let you put words in my mouth beyond that. I'm gonna watch the game, but not likely cheering for Edmonton or Vegas. No, I will give you that.
Another back-to-back, trying to stay fresh for tomorrow. What does it take to do that with the earlier game today and the later one tomorrow?
Well, part of it is to Carlin's question. We were able to spread the ice time around, quite a bit. I think even Smitty on the back end, Drew and those guys, Mikey. By the time it was over, I don't think Drew was under 20. I wouldn't know when the last time Drew was under 20 when he was healthy. Somebody can go find that one out because I think that's a pretty good. You'd have to go back a ways, I'm guessing. So yeah, we were able to spread everybody out a little bit tonight. San Jose's got to play, Boston's playing tonight too. So they come in and the circumstances will be similar, but I think we were able to. And don't forget, we came in late from Chicago too. So it wasn't a normal. It's not a normal back-to-back. This one's going to require some energy tomorrow night.
Jim, we're at the point in the season where we kind of know or have an idea of who the true contenders are in this league. I think most people consider Carolina one of those teams.
Yeah,
Does
we do.
not just the win, the goals, but the quality of competition at this time of the year mean a little extra more for this win?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a fair comment. Those teams are, well, you can see it. I think you can probably see it yourself. Like they were coming. That's a good team, and without David, they could have got 6 or 7 themselves. So it gets you. I think the one thing it does for our team, though, and this is an unfortunate observation that I have, is we seem to rise to that level when we're pressed to do it, and that's when we're at our best.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay? Okay. See you guys tomorrow.
Tanner, we were talking in the pre-game interview just about what the team needed to do. How well do you think you guys executed the plan today?
Yeah, well, obviously I think the score reflects that we were able to dig in and put in a pretty good 60 minutes tonight. They came out hard, just like we were expecting. We had a couple of turnovers in the neutral zone early, and they were coming at us. So we adjusted. We started getting pucks deep. We got some rubber to the net, and we were fortunate to have some pucks going tonight.
Can you walk us through your goal, what you were seeing on the play?
Yeah, well, I mean, we did what we do. We get the puck deep, and Turk had a good battle there to get it back up to the point, and Dewey got a shot through. It kind of hit me and got a good bounce back to Turk. I just kind of flared out, and he gave me a nice pass and had a pretty wide open net to put it in. So it was a good goal.
All 12 forwards in this game had at least 1 point. Is that a perfect reflection of how this team wants to play offensively?
Yeah, I think you'd take that every night if you could. Everyone kind of chipping in like that. Obviously, it's not going to happen that way, but thought everyone was putting in the work tonight, and everyone got rewarded, so that's good.
Tanner, since the trade deadline, Alex Turcotte goes in your line. You guys have been really effective. How nice is it though to be rewarded 2 games in a row now with a goal?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think we talked about that pregame too. We've just been building as a line, and I thought we played really well. Getting pucks deep and setting up momentum for the next shifts to come out there. And yeah, like you said, we finally have been getting rewarded a little bit. So just got to keep building and keep doing the same things, and that success is going to come.
Your other lineman, Sammy Helenius, played with the team a little bit there. Beginning of the season, went back down, is back up now, and looks like almost a different player right now. He looks way more comfortable in the NHL. Just how impressed have you been with his improvement this season?
Yeah, he's been great. Obviously, he's a big body, and he likes to throw it around out there, which really helps me. If you're not, if you have another guy that guys are thinking about when they're out there, it helps everyone get hits. So, and then yeah, like you said, he went down. He must have been working really hard down there, and he's come up and he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's talking, and he's good in the face-off dot. So, yeah, he's been playing great, and he's just going to continue to get better and better.
David Riddick tonight for you guys. Both goalies have been going so well for your group. Just what did he do that was so strong and was able to hold it down between the pipes?
Yeah, I thought he did awesome tonight. They're a team that likes to throw a lot on net, and so that means the goalie's got to be in the right position when it comes. So he did a great job of that. They had a lot of tips, and he made adjustments, and he kept the puck out of the net for us, and allowed us to go out there and do our thing. So yeah, he did everything he needed to do tonight.
Thanks.
Okay. So we've talked a few times about your goal now, but have you seen the puck? Did anybody get the puck for you to keep?
Yes.
Where'd it go?
It's good. Yes, it's a good moment for me.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit not good start for me these teams. But I think is future a little bit better. For me is a feeling because it's a so difficult moment about two trades in the season.
Yeah.
But now I'm feeling great. It's everyone support to me. I like at this moment, and I'm happy to play to these teams, to this place, and very important to me. We win. It's a good play, good game today and last games, and very important to grow to playoffs. It's a very important moment how we can play to playoffs because I wanna help to this team.
Even though you weren't getting the goals right away, your coach had trust in you. He knew they were going to come, right? So how did you feel that trust from your teammates, from your coach, before you got to this point?
Oh, I think everyone understands about. I'm a little bit worried about this moment because I am forward. Forward doesn't matter how you play. If you don't have results, it's not good for you. And but as everyone understand this moment and support to me, the coach support us, don't touch in a couple moments and say me, trust me, don't worry about keep going. And I'm feeling a little bit great now. And I wait tomorrow game because I want to play.
Jim's mentioned wanting to see you shoot the puck more. How much have you been focusing just trying to get more pucks on net?
Right, it's a good option. And yes, I want to shot more, but if I have a good option for my partner, I pass. If good option for my shot, I shot because I like it. I don't like it is always shot. I like it. What is better about this moment? If better this moment pass for partner, I pass. If better to me in the close pass, I shoot. I understand a little bit maybe simple decisions.
How comfortable are you right now on the power play? The power play looks a lot better since you came onto it. Just your role there.
For me, it's comfortable. Because around me is great players in the power play, and amazing players. The legend. I like it. I like it playing the power plays, and I want to help to these teams because in the power play is a very important moment in the playoffs. Because it's usual 2-1, 1-3-1. It's if you score one goal in power play, is a good support.
All 12 forwards had at least 1 point tonight. How nice is it to see everybody in this room contribute to a win like that? Big win for this team.
It's very important for everybody. It's very important. These 4 lines is scored today is so nice for everyone. It's, because I like it when 4 lines is a good play. 4 lines is scored is a good play for playoffs. Yes, because it's so short time left to playoffs is very important. Because we don't have just one line who score always. We have 4 good lines. It's a good moment for us.
Andrei, you mentioned legends on that power play. Maybe no more than Andrei Kopitar. Just how have you liked playing with him these first couple of games? What's it been like playing with him?
Oh, amazing. I love playing with him and Kempe. It's nice players, amazing players. A little bit more we need to talk because I need to understand the situation. Then they support to me is a very important moment for me and good play and good line. I need a little bit better play because this 2 good guy in this league and I want to support him and he need me. Yes, it's so simple because this is teamwork is who play five guys on ice and very important if one guy done good play is broken all system.
Thanks, Andrei.
Thank you, Andrei.